Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lightside Music Reactions. Today we are reacting to a new artist to the channel, sort of. The lead singer of this group, Mark Lowry, we have reacted to a couple times before. He is the gentleman who co-wrote the song Mary Did You Know with Buddy Green, the Christmas song. And so a lot of you are probably familiar with that song. And, there's been a lot of versions recorded by different artists with that. And so that's really where he's made his fame. But before that, he was a Christian comedian and also has traveled with the Gaither Vocal Band for years. And so this song today is a new one from the Mark Lowry Vocal Band. And so I was not aware that the Mark Lowry Vocal Band even existed. So apparently the Gaither Vocal Band has disbanded, probably. And he has taken over and assembled a new group. Of course, Bill's getting old. Maybe he's retiring. I haven't kept up with everything that's going on with the Gaithers. But anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. This is the Mark Lowry Vocal Band. Their new song that they just released on January 16th, He Touched Me, which of course is a song that was written by, I believe, by William Bill Gaither. And so let's find out what we can about the group. While touring, Gospel Music Hall of Famer Mark Lowry discovered a special blend among members of his traveling team. Riley Harrison Clark, Jay Griggs, and Jason Griggs joined Mark on stage for their rendition of He Touched Me, and they have been performing gospel classics together ever since. And now they are known as the Lowry Vocal Band. And so this is news to me. I guess I haven't been keeping up with my Southern Gospel news. But anyway, this is them, the Mark Lowry Vocal Band, performing He Touched Me, the Bill Gaither classic. Nice pretty piano with the strings in the back. Okay, I can hear Mark singing the alto part. He's the Lord of gifts and shame. That part's Mark. I recognize his voice.
Touched me, oh, he touched me, and oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and
And the little twinkle there kind of reminds you of the Christmas bells sort of thing. Kind of ironic because we were talking about Mary Did You Know? Obviously, this isn't a Christmas song, but anytime I hear that bell, for some reason, it reminds me of Christmas. But anyway, so far, it sounded nice. They've got a good blend together. It doesn't really stand out quite yet as being anything really spectacular. But of course, it's just the beginning of the song. And a lot of times these Southern Gospel groups will do that to you. They'll just come in and just sing a nice, soft, pretty song that is just really beautiful, but it's not really anything extravagant. Until maybe you might get to the end, and then they might do something on the last chorus. But this is a soft, pretty song that really doesn't lend itself to a lot of really showing off with the vocals sort of thing. And so we may not get a lot of the really extravagant vocalizations on this particular track. I'll have to, if it doesn't, I'll have to listen to some more of their stuff in order to judge fairly. Especially since I'm familiar with Mark, but not the other three members of the group. And so it would really it would really be unfair of me to really judge them based on a song like this that doesn't really show off their vocal skills without giving them the opportunity to show what they can do with their vocals on some other fancier songs. But I love the lyrics of this song. It is a classic, talking about living a life of aimless desperation, and then I mixed up two different Gaither songs, but it's the same theme. Living a life of just wandering around and feeling lost and alone, and then the hand of Jesus touched me, and now I'll no longer be the same because he touched me. So let's go on to the second verse and continue with the song.
Now since I met the blessed
That's Mark.
Savior, and since he's cleansed and made me whole.
Okay, now Mark has this really distinct voice, not just in his vocalizations, but also in the way he alliterates his words and does the syncopation in it. The syncopation is a little bit out of step with the 1 beat and the 3 beat and the 4 beat on this. And so that's part of his distinct lead singing style. Now here you got the harmony starting to come in on the second part of the verse. Now notice he slid. He went, praise him. And they stair-stepped it, praise him. Just a little bit of distinction in their styles. That's nice. Nice tenor there. All right, so they did show off a little bit on that one. And how they did it was, it sounded to me like they switched up on who was singing lead on the first chorus and the second. And so that allowed them to diversify, just like in yesterday's video with the Bee Gees, how they diversified on the one particular song they did in their medley by having Barry sing lead on the one chorus and the other two do the harmony. And then when they sang the next chorus of the same song, they had, I believe it was Maurice, sang lead on it and had the other two. And that allowed them to diversify a little bit with their sound. They did the same thing here, it sounds like, on the two verses. They had somebody singing lead on the first chorus to where it kept the harmonies in a lower register. But then on the final chorus, they kind of switched it around to where somebody else was singing lead, and that allowed them to take, even though it was in the same key, the harmony vocals was able to go into a higher register and show a little bit of higher tenor in there to give that nice ending effect, to really show off a little bit the vocal styles. And it worked really well. It sounded good. They did a great job. However, I'm going to have to hear some more from them. It was basically cookie cutter to my ears. Not that it wasn't good, it was. But I've heard the Gaither Vocal Band do this exact same song, and it's been Mark with 3 different singers, and I remember they just did a fantastic job on it and really belted it out. On this version, it doesn't seem like they're building out the vocals as hard as the Gaither vocal band did on their version of it, and so it doesn't have quite as much punch to it as the original version that I heard had, but it's very well done. I don't know if it's just a matter of my bias of my ears to where I remember hearing it and being impressed by it before. And then it just feels like a letdown because somebody else is doing a cover sort of thing. It's kind of like that anytime you hear somebody else do a remake of one of your favorite songs or a song that you really enjoy, is even if they do a fantastic job on it, usually you're going to feel a little bit disappointed because it's not ever going to live up to your expectations, especially if you absolutely love the original version. So I don't know if that's the case. It's just my own personal bias, unconsciously, or if maybe it's just a matter of them being a fairly new ensemble together. And of course, Mark, when they had done the previous version, he had sung with the Gaither vocal band for years before that. And so their voices just blended naturally, and they just felt comfortable singing with it naturally because they've been doing it for years. Kind of like my band, who was together for over 20 years. It was just so natural that you would think we'd been singing together since we were infants in the cradle together. And so I don't know if that's the case, and these guys just haven't really developed yet that sense of being one group to really solidify the sound the way that the Gaither vocal band did, and maybe they'll get there. And I don't know if that's the case either. It might be one of those two things, but it might be something different. Either way, did a really good job with it. I did enjoy it, but honestly, I prefer the Gaither vocal band version of it. And so I'll be checking out some more stuff from the Mark Lowry vocal band and anticipating hearing some more stuff from them. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did, hit the like button and comment down below. Give me some recommendations on other artists and songs that I should check out. And if I react to your recommendation, I'll give you a shout out in the video in which I do that reaction. Before you go, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and turn on notifications so you know whenever we add new content. And check out the link in the description to the Mark Lowry Vocal Band's YouTube channel, where you can watch this, or actually listen to this song in its entirety without me interrupting and talking over it, and give them some support over on their channel. Anyway, thank you guys once again for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Light Side Music Reactions. Have a great day, and God bless everybody. Bye.